Hey,
We did it by ourselves.
did we?
I think we're live.
Okay.
I think we are live actually on Facebook and on Spring Creek Model Trains YouTube channel. So be checking it out,
Well,
everybody. It's Mike and Jeff.
welcome to the worldwide headquarters of Spring Creek Model Trains.
That's right, worldwide headquarters in the studio here at Spring Creek.
Yes.
And this is our 12th show, live show of 2025, which is pretty impressive for us. And thanks out to Tony for helping us out throughout the year, and looking forward to more of that here in the future, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But today we have a special guest with us.
We do.
We've been on his show. He's actually made it out here to the home of Spring Creek Model Trains. So let's welcome Ray Arnott here to the show. Hey, Ray, how's it going?
What's happening, guys? Great to see you, and great to see that room's still being, used and used well. Like, I sat right there.
Yeah, you did.
Right where Mike was sitting. I've been there.
Right. Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah.
The multi-purpose room here with many functions here at Spring Creek, but we're making it happen.
So we are making it happen.
Awesome stuff.
Yes, sir. Well, we loved having you out here, so appreciate you being on the show and doing just a little 2025 recap, kind of what's been fun at Spring Creek, what's been fun in model trains. So if you have anything out there, definitely comment on any of the things that you were pretty excited about here in 2025, or stuff you might be looking forward to in 2026, because there's been announcements galore coming out again, so which has been awesome.
Yeah.
So
they just keep flowing in, don't they? It's pretty crazy. It's just amazing that they've got enough ideas just to keep these new releases coming.
Oh, it is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so neat though, seeing some of the stuff you never thought you would see. I mean, like the one that's just come in here recently from Bowser. And I wish I was smart enough to get photos up here for everybody, but the C415, right? I mean, from our standpoint, our dad's always been a Rock Island fan. The C415 is obviously a pretty unique locomotive, unique to the Rock Island.
Mm-hmm.
And that was awesome to see, right? I mean, you only saw it in brass and kits in the past, right?
Oh, the old AHM model, I mean, which was, nothing special.
Right.
But it was there, and everybody had a I'm sure if you wanted one, you had one of those stashed away as a project. And then we just had a customer today that bought a couple undecorateds to do a short line in Kansas that actually had two. It's pretty amazing. They were showing off the pictures that they're going to paint them up in. That's really cool.
Oh yeah.
For something that lasted a year, but they got to see it, so they, hey, go for it, right?
Yeah.
For me, the big thing that I think was cool was Rapido's C36-7.
Coal hauler, right there.
Well, I kind of felt like that was a locomotive that just would be forgotten, right? It just wouldn't have generated enough interest to make a manufacturer say, let's do this. But they did it. I'm excited to have it. Being on the Marysville sub like we are, the UP had them, and you saw them all the time on the coal trains before the Dash 8s and Dash 9s started showing up to take all that job over. But
how about you, Ray? What's exciting for you in 2025 that came out?
Oh man, there's been a lot of really great releases. I really can't kind of pin it down to one. Again, it's just amazing, all these things that you didn't even dream of them being made, and they're available. The golden era of model railroading is here, and the projects that are being created, the things that I've seen. Like you said, the custom world, like custom is so achievable now. You have so many manufacturers beyond. You've got decals that you can custom order from a multitude of different decal people, and then 3D parts and all this other additional detail parts on top of the way the locomotives are even coming now with amazing amounts of detail. We're spoiled. We really are. And then on top of that, they come out with these amazing releases. Talked about the C36-7s, and we got Rapido rolling out amazing products with a lot of great details. And then you've got scale trains rolling out with, even more amazing stuff. And and on top of it, Nathern keeps coming, and you got these new players that are also coming in and releasing locomotives and rolling stock. And then amazing companies like Home Shops that are kind of bringing the freelance world into the market. And I know you stock a few of those Home Shops releases.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, dream it or think it. You can get your hands on it now. You don't have to wait for somebody to produce it.
It's crazy, yeah. And then I think to add on to what you're saying is just like all the other manufacturers keep coming with new stuff, right? I mean, the one thing that I'm super excited about in the N scale world is the new Atlas center beams coming out, right? That new announcements they threw out there. Granted, that order's here due in this coming month, but you know, the holes will be filled in what you're looking for to be modeled, right? For your air, whatever, the opportunities out there with the amazing manufacturers that we have in this industry. It is really cool to see.
Or your scale, like for Mike, you know, being an N scale guy, right? I mean, used to be, you know, the envy of the HO world. Now N scale's doing a lot of really great stuff, and the products are coming, if not with, pretty close behind HO scale releases, which is awesome to see too. So there isn't a whole lot of lag time there. And then what you're able to do in N scale now, it really is impressive. And really amazing. So, you know, 2025 really seemed to continue that trend, right? A lot of really amazing products coming out. We know that 2025 had its challenges. You know, we can brush real quick over that, but you know, but in turn, it didn't seem to slow anybody down when it came to the desire to want these products. I mean, it really is, you know, and it's great stuff. So, you know, kind of willing to do a little sacrifice to get it, because it really is amazing product that's coming out.
They're doing a top-notch job out there. The level of detail is awesome. So it's pretty fun. So it's looking forward to that. It's been fun watching new stuff coming to the store. We've been dealing with it this week. I haven't dealt with a lot of pictures out there on social media, so I'll try to get some of what's on the store shelves. But I mean, we got the new coil car just showed up from
the new
Rapido.
Transverse coil car just showed up. They're due run of passenger cars.
We got a bunch of new Wather stuff that showed up. We haven't even got all the boxes unloaded.
Haven't even opened them all.
But
I know,
you guys must have a byproduct of cardboard, huh? Like, that's the byproduct of concrete.
We're lucky we're in a small area too, because in a big enough area, but one of our neighboring towns recycles cardboard. So our shipping guy Danny, he's willing to load up his truck for us full of cardboard, and he hauls it over there, and they help him empty it out and, you know, get it into the recycle bin, which is pretty awesome. So,
that's super cool that we can do that.
But
we know a lot of people don't leave. When you've been to Deshler, you don't want to leave because it's such a beautiful little town. But I'm sure when people move, like, you become like one of their favorite people to go down and get some cardboard boxes from.
Oh yeah. We've done that a lot. And you know, we like to recycle, you know, shopping bags and stuff like that from our grocery store. So we got a lot of people in town that bring those by, which is always fun. So get to use those again. And anyway, it's pretty fun being in the small town atmosphere like that. So,
well, and kind of segueing from that, you know, we hinted earlier about me sitting in the seat that you were in and being able to make the trip out there in July. You know, Mike, you and I have talked about it when you've been online, Jeff as well, about the Destination Model Railroad Shop. And that really is a part of the experience. Of course, the Model Railroad Shop, but just the quaint part of Deshler, just to be, you know, removed from busy city life and, you know, the hustle and bustle, and just that the way the town is, the way it's laid out. I mean, going back to your 25th anniversary celebration when you did the train show on the 4th of July weekend. Well, I mean, couldn't have coordinated any better. You got 4th of July and then the train show all in one. And, you know, we started off with fireworks in the parking lot and had a lot of fun with that. And that was fun because you guys were setting stuff off with your buddy there. And then off in the distance, you'd see him shoot off. And then it was like, we had a great show going on with multiple fireworks shows. And, and then, but yeah, just that whole feeling of being able to hang out in a small town was just really cool, and definitely added to that really cool experience.
Definitely.
Agree. I think a lot of people enjoy that when they come to our store and they come to our shows. You know, just the slower, I don't know. To me, it's not a negative, a slower pace of life, right? So things just are a little bit easier to get from A to B, right? And figure it out. but
Yes,
it
yeah.
works out. So
Yeah, for sure.
but pretty fun. So I know we got a couple pictures, things to show off. I know a lot of people may have seen it over the year from us. You know,
Right.
this being our 25th anniversary, we tried to go big on a couple things with our show and everything, but then we also were doing some exclusives, right? And
Right.
some really cool
Right.
announcements that's happened throughout the year.
Yep.
You know, from fellow manufacturers that we have dealt with over the years.
Yep.
So just sharing some pictures here as we talk through, but this one's pretty cool in my mind. I really like this, the UP business car, the Nebraska Express here with
Yep.
Broadway Limited, right? This is their Lone Star.
That's right. Lone Star car.
Yeah, which was their next. They did the Kennefic, now they're doing the Lone Star. The Lone Star has also been renamed to the Lincoln presently.
Yep.
So you'll see it out there in the Lincoln nowadays, but obviously ran a lot of years at the Lone Star. And this one was an exclusive with us with Broadway Limited to show off the Nebraska
150th.
right 150th anniversary, right, for the
Yeah.
state. They did a special run with the governor across the state, just
Mhm.
like what they used to call those with presidents, like the whistle stops.
I believe that's right.
Yeah. So
Whistle stop tour.
anyway, those are coming. We're pretty excited about that. So
That's a beautiful car. And you know what's also cool, from BLI is the ability the touch lighting. No
Oh,
longer do you need a magic wand. No longer do you can just touch the roof and the lights come on and off. And yeah, that's some really cool technology that then been able to develop there with these cars. And I have a personal one, not this one, but a BLI business car that I've been working on, and I'll share it at some point here soon. But same thing, you'd be able to do the touch lighting on it. It's just wicked
that's
cool. So
yeah, it's wicked. It's really nice.
and the drum head on the back really is another real nice piece of class on that car too. So very cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So, and then we got our KD car. We did this as a 25th anniversary car. So this one's pretty neat also. We did this as a cement hopper.
Yep.
So our family has always had a history in doing concrete work, cement work. So this is something that Jeff and I kind of came up with. Had some friends.
Yep.
2 real close friends that helped us out with all the artwork and got that, and we're able to work with Alan and his team there at KD to make this car happen. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
fun car to have.
I mean, we've been giving this away, right? You've been talking about this up on your show for us, right, on our email newsletter giveaway that we were doing for signups. So we've been able to give away several of these cars and be exciting to see. We've heard from some of the winners. They're pretty excited to run it on their layout, right, and have a cement industry on their layout.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
yep.
That's awesome. They doors the new shelf up here in the Around the Layout podcast studio. So we have one. That's awesome. Very cool
And it's
stuff.
cool. Let's see what the next one is here. Oh, the Proto Throttle.
Yeah.
You know this, right? You
Yeah,
got
the
one
old-
of these. So
The red face Proto Throttle. It's exclusive to us through Iowa Scale. Obviously made it, but the red face you can only get through Spring Creek Model Trains. And of course, we have the gray and the black and the green as well. But yeah, the red one's super cool.
Yeah.
It's really nice color.
and you
Stands out.
you've used these right on your Fremo?
Nope,
Or
I've never-
not yet.
Nope,
No.
I've never used one.
Oh man,
So
that's a new adventure for Fremo. I think.
yeah, well,
The gauntlet's laid here right now. Right now.
There you
not-
go.
I'm probably not even going to get to use it.
What do I say to the
Joe can use it then. So,
Yeah, he'll probably teach me how to use it.
What do I say to the Iowa Skilled Engineering guys? I say the Proto Throttle's only missing one thing, and it is a Surgeon General's warning about addictiveness, because when you use it, it is incredibly addictive, and it completely changes the way you run your railroad.
Oh,
It
it
is awesome. And Jeff, that red would match your shirt. Mike, not so much, but
Oh,
Jeff,
yeah.
that'll definitely match your shirt.
I went for the blue inside our R today. So a little,
Yeah,
Mike-
and that's one of our 25th.
Mike didn't get the memo. That's what's
I didn't
going
get
on.
that.
there. Mike
Get it.
did
Yeah.
not get the memo. I got the memo. I'm probably wearing my Spring Creek Model
Ah,
Train
there you
shirt
go.
over here. And what's also great about it is I'm drinking my Powerade Zero, and if I
Uh-oh.
spill my Powerade Zero, it won't show up because I'm wearing my red shirt. So that's kind of the plan.
For
that's
sure.
awesome.
For
Yeah.
sure.
But no, these are really beautiful. That proto throttle is really nice in the red. What an
Yeah.
awesome moment this was. This was
This
super
was
cool.
crazy. Yeah. So this is our good friend Dan from
Dan.
Yelton Models, right?
Yeah.
So he surprised our mom and dad with a 3D print of our store here with a lot of figurines, a lot of store staff, yourselves in there, right, and a couple other folks there. But
Yeah. It's
it's
cool.
pretty cool.
It's
so
fun.
they surprised the heck out of mom and dad with that. And
Hey, they
Bruce,
got me. I had no idea.
yeah,
I had no. Nope.
no,
Didn't know.
that's awesome. So got 3 out of the 4.
That's right.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, that was pretty sweet. So that was fun. So that was right before final setup there at the gym. So that Dan showed that off. So,
Very cool.
and that was just a close-up picture to share with everybody.
And it's
Did a
available.
great job. Yeah, it looks just like the place I was in Deschler. Looks
Yeah,
just
isn't
like
it? It's so crazy. And that's one of the I mean, you guys have all talked about it, right? I mean, 3D modeling for your layout is especially the detail level is the way to make it yours, right?
Yeah.
No one
yeah.
else can.
Make it unique.
Yep. So this was fun that weekend, right?
Yes.
That was a fun surprise from Rapido Trains,
Yes.
right? The Halliburton
It's
car.
amazing.
I mean, you know more about this than I do on how long Dad's been working on it and stuff.
He's been working on it for a long, long time. Coming across somebody who worked for the company who had access to the plans, so we got copies of the plans and we sharing them around, and to get the car to come to fruition is pretty awesome. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's like, this is a car that if you're modeling and your railroad probably saw it.
Yeah, somewhere, somehow it came across your tracks.
It did every state except for Hawaii, and it did all the Canadian provinces. I mean, you'll see it in videos, usually 1 or 2. You're not going to see a ton of them together, but they're always on a train somewhere.
So it's pretty awesome. We've heard they had enough orders, so our fingers are crossed those things are going to show up, and it's going to be pretty awesome to see that from Rapido. So
yeah, the test shots have been awesome.
Yeah, and then this was pretty awesome to see. Tony and Dad talking about it when they were at the store, right? You can see it there. Tony's talking away about the new announcements, right? And the Halliburton car.
Yeah.
I know they had a good chat about it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dad was super excited. That was really cool to see, a project come to fruition like that. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was fun. And I think I just got a couple pictures. I know you probably got around more than we did, Ray. We kind of were not stuck. We were answering questions here at the store a lot, so we didn't get around to all the different events besides before and afterwards.
But yeah, it was a great setup. I mean, you had it was Deschler High School.
Yep.
And then you had your community center.
Yep.
And then, then of course all the activity up at the store and folks shopping. And so you had like 3 different, places to go, and they were all within you could walk if you were motivated for a little bit of exercise, but I mean, we poked around and dropped in from place to place, and very easy to get around and see these, and beautiful space. Your community center is beautiful. I mean, right here with, the layouts that you had on display, great space for it. It was a great train show for sure. You guys did an excellent job.
Yep. And then we had both gyms in the high school all filled, right? That was the secondary gym. We actually had a 4th and a 5th location with the clinics, right?
Yeah. 2 clinic locations.
2 different clinic locations. As you said, all within walking distance. So
yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun. That was a fun weekend. Stressful.
Yeah.
A lot of work weekend for us, but in the end, we have a blast.
It was fun.
That's the fun part,
fun.
right? Leading up to it is a lot of work, but
it's
that weekend is a blast.
Yeah.
So.
Just amazing stuff that was going on around it. You had folks camping that came out and camped in the park. Folks like Devin Jackson and his family were there, and that was good to see them. And then the pies. How you'd be remiss to not mention the pies. The pies were incredible. I loved it. I was eating strawberry rhubarb pie at 9 a.m. It was awesome. And then, add trains to that. I mean, that's really incredible. So yeah, I mean, it just so well done. And again, I'll tell to anybody else, I've been there once. I can't wait for my next trip out there. And it's a model railroad hobby shop that you have to see. You got to get there. You got to go out and see it. I mean, we see you folks at train shows, and you do a phenomenal job there. And obviously we're going to be talking about late January and the Amherst and the big show, and you do a fantastic job, but it's still not quite getting to Deschler and walking through the doors and either saying wow or going completely catatonic. I mean, whichever, I do it full. I went for full catatonic, but
I was a little worried. I was sitting there working away. I saw you and Tony come in, right? And Tony's his normal self as he comes in, and you're just standing there at the door. And I was a little worried. I think I actually came over and talked to you, right, to make sure you were okay.
Yeah, it was sensory overload because it is. I mean, there's so much to look at, and it's hard to. It's just so well organized, and I spent the entire weekend. You talk about getting around. I was able to get around to some of the events, but in between some of the live feeds that we did and the other events and recording that we put on, I was going up and down, and like every time I go down, I missed that. How did I miss that? It was right. How did I miss this? And how you really need to go out there and you need to plan a weekend, because it's going to take you that long. If you really want to see everything that's on the shelves, it does take that long to get through.
We had a guy this week who stopped in, and he goes for his first time, and train shows, he saw us at a certain train show, and he thought, well, I'm driving by, we're making the stop. And he went, I don't have enough time. He kept wanting, because I gotta look at it. The wife's in the car. I gotta go.
Yeah.
So it's fun when that happens, and we feel for them when they don't realize, So, we've had some younger customers come in that just, I mean, man, if I could bottle some of that energy.
Oh, yeah.
They just go like, oh my God, they go crazy. And it's like, I can't believe I found this store. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. Have we anybody else give us some suggestions on upcoming products?
On products?
Yeah, we said, what did we see that we liked that came out? Anybody make a comment or anything?
I haven't seen any.
Okay.
Did you see?
No.
Nope, I haven't seen any. Yeah, if you guys got comments that you're looking forward to or things you're hoping manufacturer to make, put it in the comment box.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of my favorite stories that we've had about people showing up and are overwhelmed. We had that. It's probably 2 summers ago. We had a younger couple from Pennsylvania. They were making their way out west and traveling and making stops, and says, all right, we're going to stop at Spring Creek. And they decide, well, we'll stop. They're coming through at like 2:00 in the afternoon, maybe 3:00. So we were only open for a couple more hours. And they come in and they're just, they're almost the way you were when you came in, Ray. But they started walking the aisles and talking, and they're chatting back with friends at home. And they finally come up after a while, and they're like, where can we stay? Where can we stay close by, right? And then we have a hotel we recommend in the neighboring town. It's just 8 miles away and short drive. And they call over there, they get a hotel room and whatnot, and they're back the next morning as soon as we open up, and spend 6 more hours at the store that day.
Yeah.
And,
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to see that, right? So, like
you do have chairs to sit down too and take a break, and that was kind of nice. You got the benches and everything else there.
Oh, yeah.
That's well planned.
Yep. But we're getting ready. 2026.
Yes, here we come.
New Year's is coming up, right? So, and we're off to train shows, winter train show season, I guess is what we like to call it here at Spring Creek, and getting started this weekend, right? So,
looks like we maybe have somebody who said,
forward
to something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boone here,
a
good friend, looking forward to the GP20C Ecos.
Yeah, that'll be a nice model from Prairie Shadows for sure.
Yeah, that'll be awesome to see that come out. So, and then I guess our first train show of the year. Where are we heading?
We're heading to Kansas City.
Yep.
Doing the great train show there. It's going to be out at the KCI Expo Center on Saturday and Sunday. I believe 10 to 4 both days. So
Yep.
if you're in the area, come out and see mom and dad.
Yep.
Or dad and a friend.
Dad and a friend. We'll have to see. Mom's kind of under the weather, so we'll see how this works out.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then it gets really busy for us, right?
Well, we got a break,
and then we're doubled up.
And then we're doubled up, and then we're off to the big show.
The big show in Amherst. So
You guys are coming my way. I like
coming
it.
your way. We're looking forward to it.
All right. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, it's going to be great to have you guys there. And
hopefully dad doesn't jinx it because he's been bragging about, well, I've been going 10 years and I've only had to deal with snow once. So.
Yeah, right.
No, you don't
He's
talk
probably
about that
screwing it.
stuff. No.
Oh.
No, that's a rookie mistake, and he's
Yeah,
not
right,
a rookie.
Right? That's what
That's
we're saying. That's right. You got to stop talking about it.
Well, I mean, holy moly! I mean, you think about, you talk about you're getting 2026 kicked off, and I mean, how many train shows in 2025 did you folks do?
40 is what.
Yeah, we're thinking 40.
Right around 40.
Wow.
Might have been a little over that, but yeah, it's a lot of shows. A lot of travel.
Yeah, I thought it was a little more, but yeah, I mean, 40 is unbelievable. That's a lot of travel from coast to coast and border to border and everywhere in between. That's a lot of travel for you guys, but I mean, it's awesome that you bring the hobby shop out to so many people. We just talked about you got to get to Deschler, but it is cool that you get out to them and bring it, including Kansas City in 2 weekends.
Yep. No, that's fun. It's a fun part of it, right? It's a lot of work, so there's always a balancing act on what we bring and how much can we bring and all that. So, you'll see the biggest setup of the entire year at Amherst. That's our biggest setup ever.
Well, we talk about you being the hobby shop that you have to go to. Amherst is the train show you have to go to. Like, you want to talk about 2 bucket list things, go to Spring Creek Model Trains in Deschler, then get to Amherst in late January and see that train show.
Our dad likes to talk about that on the Amherst side. We got a lot of really good friends in the Texas area, and several of them have now made the trip to Amherst, and I think a lot of them are on the 3rd year that they're coming just for the show. We have really good friends that have been there helping us for several years now.
Right.
But yeah, he talked it up so much. It's like, okay, we'll come, right? And didn't know what to think. And now they're hooked, right? And they're coming every year to the, I mean, John and his team and the society there is,
they've done an excellent job.
Outstanding.
Yeah. To have it going as long as they have and to keep it growing and going is awesome.
We'll be talking to John Sacerdoti here on the podcast on January 5th for anybody who wants to check that out. That's aroundthelayout.com. John is an amazing mind when it comes to business and train shows, and he takes it very seriously, but has a lot of fun doing it. And then the continuous improvement that every year he's trying to make it just a little better. He doesn't rest on nothing. He's always trying to do something just a little bit more. What else can we do? And we got done with the end of the show, and he's like, that's what he said to me. He's like, if you got any ideas for next year? I was like, well, let's get through this year, and then maybe I'll give you some ideas for next year, because, but he's already thinking about that. And that's the mindset, right? Continuously improve. And, I know that's with you folks as well. And that's what keeps it going, right? Continuous improvement. What can we do a little better? How can we provide or, just a little bit better experience or more value? And that's certainly what keeps it driven forward. So awesome stuff.
I agree. Looking forward to, I think you got something coming out at the Amherst show, right? We got a little, a postcard? I forget what we're calling it right now.
All right, we're gonna teach Mike about what all of this is about. In fact, I even have.
If you're okay, I guess I'm leading in. I should have said something first.
Mike, I'm gonna have to put void on this ATLP passport because I already tested it by stamping that I've been to Spring Creek Model Trains on the ATLP passport.
Yeah, the passport. That's hard.
So what we're doing this year is for our giveaway for the Around the Layout podcast and the 12 awesome exhibitors at the Railroad Hobby Show is the ATLP passport. So what it is a half sheet of paper here, and it's a passport with all of the locations of all of the vendors that are participating. I'm trying not to cover my face, but maybe that's better look for the whole show. 12 different vendors. You can see Spring Creek Model Trains, Prairie Shadows Model Railway Company, Home Shops, Tully Models, Oak Hill Model Railroad Track Supply, Upstate Custom Models, Mack Rail Products, Logic Rail Technologies, the Colorado Model Railroad Museum, ABR Model Works, Wallace Locomotive Works, and Iowa Scaled Engineering. You can pick up an ATLP passport at any one of the 12 participating vendors. And then after you pick this up, you go to each 12, you get a stamp like we've done here with the Spring Creek Model Train stamp over here. You'll get all 12. You bring it back to the Around the Layout podcast booth, which is in the Young Building, section 89D. And then when you're back with that, you will then get a entry slip, and then we'll do a drawing. I got a little distracted. You guys disappeared on me. Got me a little worried, like you're going to leave me on the solo plan. But no, it's good to see you back.
Yeah, no, I tried to get it out there so everybody can see your passport.
No, that's great. I'm just glad you're still here.
Yeah, oh
and
yeah.
And then if you would like to get an early start and get a passport in your hand to get going, it's aroundthelayout.com/passport. Go to the website. You can print one out. It'll print just like this. It'll print 2 of them on a sheet, cut one out, take one for you, take one for a friend. Or you can, again, pick up the passports at any one of the 12 vendors, including Spring Creek Model Trains.
Yeah. No, we're looking forward to it. I think that's going to be cool. I think it's a cool way for a guy to get around the show.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's, I'll say it every time, it's overwhelming.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I still never seen it all.
Yeah. How many years have you been going now?
Well, 3 or 4.
Yeah. I was thinking I've been there 4 years now, and it's just nuts. So
there's always that time I've thought I've seen it all. And then I'll talk to somebody and they say, "Hey, did you see this?" And I'm like, "Where? Yeah. Like, was there a 5th building that I missed? Like, how did I miss that?" And no, it's because it's very overwhelming at times, and you have to take it in chunks. And if you want a great start, ATLP passport, grab the passport. It'll tell you where to go. Get yourself around the buildings, get there early. And that's the key point. I tell everybody. It's I believe it's 9 to 4 on Saturday, or 9 to 5 on Saturday, 10 to 4 on Sunday. Get there, walk in at 9, because you're going to need every moment to make sure that you see as much as you possibly can in the 2 days.
Yep.
And have a plan. By the way, go to railroadhobbyshow.com. You can download the maps. He's got the Excel spreadsheet where you can sort it and look for vendors and, match up all of that, and then get yourself a plan. So
yeah,
I agree. I think that's what you got to do.
Oh yeah,
and it's pretty awesome. So
it's the only way.
I was distracted by Richard's comment and said, I thought he said I've never heard of Amherst, because I saw it quick.
No, what? Sorry, I've never heard. You can never see it all.
That is true, Richard. I'm sorry, I misread your comment. Like, he didn't hear it. What rock does this guy live under? But no, I of course misread the comment. So awesome stuff.
Yeah, it's been what a year.
Very cool.
Right?
Oh, what a year.
Yeah,
it's been so fun to see it all. It's been fun to see all the friends throughout the year. Right, to just
absolutely
old friends, new friends. Right, that's a cool thing. Like you've said a ton of times, right? This hobby's pretty small, so you get to reach out and talk to anybody out there and learn something new, right?
Learn something new, make new friends.
Right. So
yeah, I don't think there's 7 degrees of separation in model railroading. I think the degrees is like 3 or 4. Like as soon as you start talking to somebody, and there's a lot of little sayings I love to say. One is the hobby is so much better shared. And when you get out to a train show, or you go to a hobby shop like Spring Creek Model Trains, and you're able to pull up a chair next to these guys here, Mike and Jeff and Dave and Deb, and just talk. And, you talk about, just the feeling of family, talk about all the cool things that came out of July, and, the souvenirs I came home with, the hopper car, the Spring Creek Model Trains 25th anniversary hopper car, and, a pile of other stuff that I ended up buying. The coolest thing I came home with was rhubarb from your mom's garden. That was the coolest thing. Your mom hooked me up with rhubarb. So that was cool. So
she loved that, Ray.
But she heard me say rhubarb and my passion for rhubarb. That was super cool. So I'm looking forward to getting back out there. So 2027 we can expect to be partying again in Deschler?
Yep,
Yep,
2027. We'll figure out something new, keep improving it. So that'll be
Awesome.
We have to figure out something new, man.
Yes.
You got
And we want just
I'm
you've
not.
got
I'm
a,
not
you
gonna
got a
leave.
year
I'm
and a
not
half
gonna
to
let
figure it
lie,
out,
man.
Jeff.
oh,
You got a year and a half to figure it out. But I
Yep.
got my red shirt and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to come work. You just guys, all you got to do. I'm like kind of like the minor league or maybe even on the practice squad. You know, I'm just waiting to get called up. So I've got my
All right.
shirt and I got
You-
my bag ready. I'm just ready to come out and go to work. I had a lot
You
of
know,
fun
we'll
out
make it
there
happen.
and
That
we'll
was
do
a-
it. So
Another side story, just real quick. We had our Deshler Express this beginning of December. We like to do. I think it's the first weekend, first Saturday of December. Have a little express here at in-store sales, but our repair guy Scott was down with
Mhm.
us, you know, getting some repair projects back to us, and we were coordinating on some other repairs we needed, or installs, I should say, not just repairs, really about installs. And he's down there, and I don't know, it's just busy, right? You've been in the store when it's busy and it's just going on, and I'm like, I have a customer ask me a question, I got somebody else ask me a question, and it's like Scott just grabs the guy and says, "Here, let me go over there and show you where this stuff is at," right? And you know, just like you said,
right. Just jump.
you come in, jump in, help out, you know, work, right? I just
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I mean, I'm work's the wrong word, right? You're just there supporting.
it's not
the next
work.
guy in the
If
hobby,
you enjoy
right?
what you do,
So,
you don't work a day
yeah.
in your life.
right?
But
So
I walked around. I had my Red Around the Layout podcast shirt on, but people didn't see it. They thought I worked there, and they'd ask me questions, and I'd go try to help them. It was fun. We had
Yeah,
a lot of
right.
fun, and it was kind of the spirit of it. So yeah,
Yeah, that's the
it
cool
was
part.
a blast. Yeah.
Well, Ray, we can't thank you enough for jumping on here.
Yeah.
So helping us celebrate 2025. Looking
Yes,
forward to
yes.
2026. Obviously,
Yeah.
looking forward to doing more stuff with you. Looking forward to seeing everybody out there. And
Right. And
I
look
wanna
forward
thank
to
you
at the
guys.
end of the month, at the end of January for
End
another
of-
live show.
into the yeah, January, another live show. Here we go. So,
Right.
There you
Can't
go.
stop now.
Yeah,
We got a
right.
streak.
Well, thanks
are-
for having me, guys. I appreciate it. It was an awesome 2025, and what made it really awesome is our relationship just continued to grow between
Yep.
you know, obviously Spring Creek Model Trains and Around the Layout podcast. You guys are a true partner in what we're doing here and what you're doing there with the store and getting out to train shows and taking care of people's model railroad needs. I look forward to 2026, getting back out to Deshler and getting to see the store again, and of course seeing you guys at Amherst.
Yep.
Guys, the best in the biz. You ought to be proud of
appreciate it.
yourselves and the
Thank
way
you,
you guys do it. So awesome to be a part of this. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks, Ray.
Yeah,
Thanks again.
thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.